The Uganda Business Linkage Program brought together 6 TNCs and large national companies and 26 local entrepreneurs who run small to medium-sized businesses. But more importantly, it set up an institutional mechanism to broker and deepen the business partnerships between the TNCs and SMEs. The Uganda Investment Authority was instrumental in lobbying for government reforms on behalf of the private sector and identifying TNCs for the program. Enterprise Uganda brokered the linkages between TNCs and SMEs and provided business development services and mentoring skills to the selected SME suppliers. UNCTAD, in cooperation with UNDP, supported the program since its inception and coordinated the transfer of international best practices. MTN is a leading provider of communication services based in Johannesburg, South Africa, which operates in 14 African countries. It represents both the largest telecommunication company and taxpayer in Uganda, contributing $100 million per annum in tax revenues.
Well, MTN Uganda is now into its 10th year of operation. In this short space of time, we have experienced rapid and exponential growth, such that today we are Uganda's largest taxpayer. This success obviously would not have been possible without the support of our many suppliers, local dealers, and other partners. Our success has been their success. These organizations, these are partners I'm talking about, need to have structures, business plans, and systems in place to raise their level to international standards. Hence, our support of the Business Linkage Program.
The first survey that was done before this program was actualized showed that the TNCs felt that SMEs are not given long-term planning and that they are inconsistent in their quality and quantity, and they are unreliable, and they won't be there when you need them. Now, why this program works is that it actually assists the SME to think about long-term. It helps the SME to put in place systems, management systems that will ensure that they are there long-term. It helps the SME to realize that it's not a question of chasing a deal and you disappear, no, but rather establish a market where you become competitive, gain a certain advantage, and the big company, assured of being here decades to come, will rely on you, and you can ride on the back of the big company to grow your market as well as you grow your reputation.
One of the most distinguishing features of Enterprise Uganda Training Services was the Impretech, Entrepreneurship Training Workshop, which was highly valued by all the beneficiaries of the Business Linkages Program, both the TNCs and SMEs. In line with UNCTAD's philosophy of assisting women entrepreneurs and alleviating poverty, the Business Linkages Program focused on women development, providing special opportunities to women-owned SMEs.
We attended the entrepreneurship training workshop, which was 10 days, very, very intensive 10 days. And in those 10 days, I realized that what I was actually doing was running my business blind. Because in those 10 days, I realized I had no clue what running a business was and how, as an entrepreneur, what I should have. I realized I didn't have a business plan. When they did my business health check, I didn't have a human resource manual. I didn't have a financial, proper financial records. So in those 10 days, I realized, I was just asking myself in those 10 days, when is this program ending? And I rushed back and put things in order.
The Business Linkages Program proved to be a pivotal mechanism for deepening business outlook, not just for urban-based SMEs, but equally importantly for rural communities engaged in income-generating activities. By transforming farmers into rural entrepreneurs, the program had a remarkable impact in empowering the poor.
We being farmers, we've been growing cane, but we didn't know the business aspects of it. How to keep records, future planning, how to invest that money. So it was a very nice course and we really benefited from it. Well, at first I was relying on cane. Then I had to buy some cows. I bought a lorry. So I'm now doing some transport business. And I'm hoping I'm going to expand my sugarcane fields now. Because at first we were only just looking at cane alone. But when you look at the income and the time it takes, so we have started diversifying our businesses.
Initially, we were like peasants, I would contend, because when you get money from Kenyatta, 5 million, 6 million, you think that is profit, or you think that is the income which you've got. So we didn't mind at that time. But after the training, we were now able to net off the costs involved and be very clear about what actual net income you have got, and either be happy or throw out a few questions to understand why your situation is like what it is. So the training, in fact, helped us open up our eyes and extend our horizon to really know whether we have any benefit from cane growing or not.